morning, everyone. I'm Judy on the affirmative side.
I'm Leona. I'm on the negative side.
And our topic today is, does academic qualification ensure success? And what do we mean by success? Our definition for success is the chance of being successfully hired, which is if you are hired by the employer, then you are considered successful according to our topic. And my first claim is qualification is very important because education section is a key in a resume. According to Purdue OWL, the function of education section is to pursue your employer that you can do your job more effectively. Your educational background will help you to do your job more effectively. And second, it is to provide an evidence, because if you tell your employer how good you're at this area, then you have no proof. So with academic qualification, the employer can clearly see that the evidence of your abilities. And thirdly, by seeing your the educational section in your resume, the employer can clearly see your area of expertise. Which is, for example, if I am an English department student, by seeing my resume, the employer will clearly immediately know that I am expert in English. And my second claim is, although the qualification might not 100% guarantee that you will successfully to be hired, but with qualifications, the employer will know your educational background. Like, take this resume for example. If you're applying for a journalist, then you will have the advantage when you are applying for the job, because the courses you're taking was related to this area, so you'll have more advantage to convince the employer to hire you. And according to this John Bishop, he's a professor in the University of California, Berkeley. He said, what he means is, to put it simply, if two people are with the same good ability and applying for the same job, then the one with academic qualification will more likely to be hired, because with qualification, the employer will clearly know, because the qualification is the evidence to prove your ability. But if a person with the same ability but no qualifications, then it's a risk for the employer, because they don't know you really have there's no proof that you have the ability they want, the professional skills. So the one with qualification are more likely to be hired.
And as you say, I have some questions to your claim one. And if academic qualification is really so important, then why personal statements and interview would be necessary? And second, what if the one is not effectively is relationship building and crisis solving? I mean, if the one don't know how to get along with the people, and the one cannot express himself or herself, will the employer still want to hire a person like this?
Okay, to your questions. First of all, personal statement and interview are also describe yourself and your experience and your education, which is, because in the educational section you only provide a brief introduction for I'm sorry. You will always give a brief introduction of your educational background. So what have you learned from those courses and what have you learned from the experience? That's the function of personal statement. And the interview is a chance for the employers to see you really have the professional skills that you claim you have by your academic qualifications. And the second question, the employers, the employers, when they are hiring, when they're looking for the employees, they are looking for the ones who have the abilities they request, which is for take journalism, for example. They want the person to have the abilities like news writing or stuff like that. They are not hiring a publicist, which is not to make friends, to build relationships in the company. So the priority to them is the professional skills.
Okay, on the negative side, so I have some things I want to say. My thing one is there are also many good employments don't need academic qualifications. The employers requires skill instead of knowledge. Take a look for example. In this resume, we totally cannot find the education section in this, but the personal experience is according majority in the resume. Then there is a chart of Taiwan